Yeah, pause to the one that's gonna be in the next couple of episodes.
You got cat versus dog back there.
There we go.
You said what?
I said there we go. Let's get it. We live.
All right, drop that beat. Pretty good. We get notification yet?
Oh, let me see that Pepsi.
Okay, fine, good. There we go.
Nick.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Tuesday. You know what that means. Time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's on Sports for You. Live on the Tuesday, live on Facebook and YouTube. I'm John. That's Mark.
Yo, what up with it?
It's Nick Freeze.
What it do?
And we are live once again on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button on Facebook. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube, the Townhouse Media. Hit that share button. Let everybody know you watching Sports for You. Always get in the comments. Always, if you want to listen to us digitally, Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and Verbal, and Amazon Music. Lots to talk about as we recap Week 3 in the NFL, Week 2 in college football, and we got to talk a little NBA news. There's a little fight game to talk about. There's a lot to get into today here in the world of sports as we are full speed and running with the NFL and college football. Football is fully back, and it's back in a great way.
Bills Mafia.
Broncos country.
Come on, man. Y'all know what it is.
So, lots to get into. How was y'all football? How was y'all sports weekend, brothers?
It was cool for me. It was great, actually.
You know, regular smuggler. You know what I'm talking about?
It was great. I won. My Raiders won. USC won. I won in both of my leagues. It was great for me.
Oh yeah, I won in fantasy football too.
There you go.
I did too. So life was good.
There we go. Everybody won. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, all teams won. I think our college teams won. Our pro teams won.
Shout out to Ben.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Oh yeah, shout out to
Most
Benford.
definitely.
So we're gonna talk a lot about that. We're gonna talk. So I'm gonna start with a little fight game conversation. Then we're gonna transition to the NBA. Then we'll get straight into the football talk. You saw the news today that we saw that was the fight, the big fight that's coming up in November between Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant. Well, they had a little altercation at their, they had their press conference today here in the city, and got a little intense, and there was some punches swung on Caleb Plant. Canelo said, "Nah, you missed." But that's not the bigger story, and I think this should be a bigger story because it's going to be a good fight. Mm-hmm. But the bigger story is outside of boxing I want to talk about. And this is a story, and that's Oscar De La Hoya, the Hall of Fame boxer. He was supposed to make his comeback 2 weeks ago here at the Staples Center against Victor Belfort, the former UFC fighter. But due to a bout with COVID, he had to decline from the fight, and they put the Grady Vander Holyfield in, and obviously that didn't end so well for Grady Vander.
Yeah,
but
he won the real deal that day.
But
He couldn't hear him coming.
Oscar De La Hoya has put out there he does want to make a comeback still, and now he's called out his next challenger, someone who he's very familiar with.
Pacquiao.
No, he has issued a challenge to one Floyd Money Mayweather. So he has told Floyd that he will offer him $100 million for them to fight. Remember, they fought back in 2007. Floyd won that by unanimous decision.
Easy win.
So now he wants to get one more payday against Floyd. So if you're Oscar De La Hoya, do you really want this fight? I mean, I guess good payday, but why are you doing this, man? Is he trying to stay on the island, as they say, the island of relevancy?
That and I think that loss really eats at him a lot, and he probably feels as if and there's a lot of people that feel this way, that he should have won that fight. Why they feel that way, I have no idea.
He didn't win.
Because if we all watched the same fight, we obviously saw who won that.
Yeah, it was money team all day.
It was easy. And, you know, people were thinking Floyd was getting hit. And then when you see the slow motion view of the punches, you're seeing that Floyd is literally dodging every single punch. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe people saw a different fight than we did.
Yeah, I don't know what fight they was looking at because the fight I saw, Floyd won easily.
It really wasn't close at all.
Yeah.
And I don't get what he get out of fighting him right now. I mean, it doesn't matter. Floyd is retired. It's not going to be like a real fight. It's going to be like an exhibition.
It's probably what it is. It's a money grab. I said it then. I think Oscar, obviously, we all know the dramas he's got with Canelo. He's just he's holding on for, you know, his last bit of relevancy as a legendary fighter.
Yeah.
He gotta let that go.
Yeah, just go ahead and let it go. Just go ahead and go to keep on doing what's that? Golden Boy Promotions.
Go ahead and go to sleep, dog.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, because if he get in the room with Floyd, he probably will end up going to sleep. But
oh, never mind. I can't say that on the show.
nah, but I'm just saying. Let's talk some little NBA, gentlemen.
You gotta relax, dog.
Wait. What you mean?
Nah.
Don't worry about it. You gotta relax.
We'll talk about that off here. But let's get into some NBA because
I need to cue the music.
yes, sir.
I can't. Oh,
There we go. So, couple of NBA notes. We're officially a week away from training camp starting. It's crazy. We just said farewell to the NBA season. Now we're already talking.
John, not to cut you off, but somebody on Twitter, and you know this person too. She posted the clip of when Anthony Davis hit the game-winning shot against Denver.
Yeah.
That was a year ago today, but literally 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, it was. It was yesterday. A year ago yesterday.
That is when I read that, I said, "Yo, this is weird."
Yeah, a year ago yesterday was when Anthony Davis hit the buzzer beater in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals against the Denver Nuggets. Mm-hmm. He, you know, and then in the shot he yelled Kobe, and I would know this because on my birthday, which is Sunday, that was when the Lakers won the Western Conference Championship.
Oh, your birthday Sunday?
Yes, it is.
Shout out to John.
That's right. So my birthday will be the anniversary when the Lakers won the Western Conference Championship.
That was dope. But
Then the next day was when the Heat won the Eastern Conference. We've had 2 seasons in a whole year, dude.
That shot was a year ago, but it was 2 seasons ago.
That's crazy, ain't it?
And the fact that you said that is the reason why that's so bad, because that's the reason why all these injuries have happened. There's literally been 2 seasons in 1 year.
In 1 year.
1 year, 2 seasons. This is crazy. But there was some huge news here in the city of Los Angeles.
Kenzie said, when is media day?
I think it's scheduled for Tuesday. A week from today, I think. Matter of fact, a week from today is Lakers media day. I think Monday is Sixers media day. We'll get into that in a minute. Because there's some news out of the city of brotherly love, and it ain't brotherly love. Especially now with Ben Simmons. The Los Angeles Clippers made history on Friday morning when they broke ground on a $1 billion stadium that's going to be in this great city of Inglewood. I want to make sure I pronounce this name. Their stadium rights partner, the Intuit Dome. That's what I'm trying to make sure I pronounced it right. But this is not going to be a normal arena. It's going to be it's a dome. Pause. And they've broke ground, and they're hoping to be open by the 2024-2025 season. Steve Ballmer has made good on his promise on trying to make the Clippers, they have their own identity in this city.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, about time.
So let's see what the comments. Okay.
About time we have an owner that actually cares.
So next week will be when media day start, pretty much for the entire league, because training camp because preseason starts the first Sunday in October, the first weekend in October.
Oh wow!
Matter of fact, that's next weekend.
Pretty much. Season already about to start.
So the news that came out of there is obviously they break ground, they have this huge ceremony. But I need to talk to Stephen Ballmer. And I respect what he's doing. I get it. Because when you are, the second team in a city, you go for the throne.
You have to.
So in the comments he made, he said, if the other team's fans are threatened, that means we're doing a good job. Now, let me just say with no disrespect to the great Steve Ballmer. Wow. Yeah.
Who is Mike Edwards?
I don't even know. I know who. I know y'all got a receiver named Edwards.
Oh yeah, he's pretty good.
Let's see, Kenzie saying the Lakers do got to update Staples though. That's on AEG.
Yeah, that's on. Yeah,
It's all the Simply Balling podcast. Okay, he's dropped the Clippers LMA. Oh wow, so we got. So I had no problem. I get what Steve Ballmer's doing. He's embracing that. He know there's a rivalry between Clipper fans and Laker fans.
no, it's not.
Well, I don't. To me, it's not. But to him, I think he feels like he has to do what he's doing. I don't have no problem with it. But obviously, I didn't like it. From the only point is I didn't like it was he didn't have to mention this is your day. Everybody knows the noise y'all are making right now. Having Kawhi Leonard, having Paul George, having this $1 billion Taj Mahal y'all finna put on Century across the street from SoFi Stadium. But I feel that you shouldn't have made the comment, but I get it. But, when it's all said and done, when the Clippers move out into their arena, Lakers will still be at Staples. And it's all going to be about who's going to be first to the next title. That's all it is. Which obviously the Lakers are on a mission for 18, the Clippers on a mission for number 1. And
that was disrespectful.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
You know the irony in the whole situation would be
What's that?
if the Lakers have to end up leaving the Staples Center.
And that's not a far fetched. And to be honest, that's not a far fetched idea, a far fetched situation, because obviously we know AEG owns the Staples Center, but I think obviously they've built up this relationship with the Lakers because obviously who was at the groundbreaking? You go back to over 20 years ago, Shaq and Kobe were at the groundbreaking. They didn't have no one from the Clippers repping at the groundbreaking, which I thought was not a good look because obviously you want to have all teams at this historic moment.
Who's going to be for the Clippers? Greg Norman?
Well, I don't know who it could have been, but you still have representation there.
Oliver Candy.
I mean, you still have representation there. It was 97 when they broke ground because
97. Oh my God.
97, 98.
That
was anybody in LA that could have played for the Clippers.
Well, Piakowski or Malik Sealy, rest in peace. Lamar Murray, somebody. I'm trying to think. Shout out to LL in the comments. That's who. I mean, and then obviously the Kings would have had obviously Gretzky. I mean, Gretzky wasn't playing, but obviously whoever at that time, Luke Robitaille.
Shout out to Luke Robitaille.
They could have had Bob McAdoo show for the Clippers.
Well, he could have He would have been obviously repping for both.
Yeah, he could have.
He wouldn't rep for the Clippers.
No.
Shout out to the great Bob McAdoo. Kenzie said Elton Brand. Elton Brand wasn't a Clipper at that time.
He wasn't a Clipper at that time.
I don't think he was even in the league. He was probably still in college.
He was still in college during that time.
By the way, we gotta talk. We're gonna have a conversation that's Duke related. It's not about Duke, but it's Duke related.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dookie.
But
let me see the ice.
But yeah, it was a good, but good for the Clippers. They broke ground on this.
Salute to them.
On this stadium. Steve Ballmer. By the way, do you know how much this dude is? Who can guess how much Steve Ballmer's worth right now?
I think Steve Ballmer's worth
infinity.
He's worth is it like 50? No, it's more than 50 billion.
Yeah, it is more.
He's for sure like in a few hundreds.
Mark, what you think?
200 billion.
I think it might be like 4.
I wish it was. He's worth 97.5.
97.5. Oh yeah, I
he's 2.5. He's 2.5 million short from being worth $100 billion.
Yeah, that's why he was able to walk over there and drop cash off in a.
Cash off and
walk away.
Say, look, we want the Staples. We want to build this arena.
Money talks.
Oh, Terry the Hair.
You know something? When it comes to negotiations like that, you can say whatever you want. That's why it was like a standoff for so long. But when you actually see the money in front of you, your mind start working a little bit differently.
And obviously,
especially when you come in there with cash.
Exactly. You actually seeing the cash right there in front of you.
It was what, $5 billion?
4. I think it was 4.
He coming there with $4 billion.
On his own.
He what?
No investors.
I don't even
know. I don't think he paid $4 billion. He paid what? He paid in $100 million, right?
It was some crazy number.
But he basically said, "I had that in my back pocket." Pause. Literally.
That's like loose change down.
That's nothing.
By the way, if you're Steve Ballmer, how much money do you carry on you?
I don't know.
Nothing.
It look like Steve Ballmer. He really enjoys life.
He probably got ones.
Yeah.
He probably does. It's like he probably. Oh, you crazy. crazy, man.
That was the best way I could put it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, does he
Stop
carry
that going crazy.
Does he carry change?
He doesn't know what change is.
Probably doesn't, huh? Like what's a quarter? What's a dime?
Yeah, he probably be like, you go ahead and keep those.
What's 50 cent?
He probably doesn't keep the dollars too. You never know.
Who is he, Jay-Z?
By the way, Jay-Z's is in the news and it's Broncos related. We'll talk about it when we get into the NFL talk. But let's shift over to the other NBA story that's broke today, and that is involving one Ben Simmons. We knew this story pretty much a month ago, but now it became confirmed because we're a week away from training camp. Ben Simmons told the Philadelphia 76ers, Kenzie said, when was the last time Bomber paid 50 cents for a cup of noodles?
A couple what?
Man, look, let me tell you something.
I don't know when the last time he's paid 50 cents for anything.
Look, he probably has, that old, we look at the Food Networks and these, you see the guys that be traveling across the world.
Like Guy Fieri and them?
Yeah, and he probably gets his ramen from somewhere that costs about who knows, about $30 a pack.
He probably has Guy Fieri hosting his dinner parties.
Yeah, he's most definitely that type of person. Shout out to our owner, you know what I'm saying?
Richest owner in sports. Literally.
Say that one more time.
The richest owner in sports is Steve Ballmer.
And he a cool dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, ain't like your last owner.
Nah,
That's why things are different.
Nah, he's not racist. But back to Ben Simmons. So Ben Simmons made it clear he's not reporting to training camp. He's not ever playing again for the Philadelphia 76ers. And we all know he's rep by Clutch. So Rich Paul, if he's going to have his way, he's going to have his way.
Huh?
Pause. Meaning, if Rich Paul does not want him to play for his squad, he's not going to play for his squad.
The craziest thing about this entire thing is
What's that?
Jeez.
this issue could have been fixed last year.
Yeah. All you had to do was just trade him to Houston for James Harden.
That's literally all you had to do.
But no, I didn't want to. No, I didn't want to trade. But now the talk is you traded for Houston for John Wall.
Let me break down the stupidity level of that. First and foremost, you could have gotten the better player. Nothing against John Wall at all.
This John Wall I don't want though. Pause.
It doesn't matter what version of John Wall it is. He's not better than James Harden.
Well, if you give me John Wall from 5 years ago, he's not better than James Harden, but you gave me that.
I'm saying. That
but if you gave me John Wall that was like an all-star, that was a perennial all-star,
it would make a little bit more sense.
But you giving me John Wall who's pretty much trying to find his way, who's trying to get bought out and, just want to hop on with a contender. Yeah.
Jerry West.
He don't want to play for that rebuild Houston team. I think you'll see a better John Wall if that trade actually went through. You'll see a productive John Wall in Philadelphia.
You probably see productive John Wall anywhere else.
Yeah.
So
Clippers.
So let's just handicap. What's what you had to pick one spot for Ben Simmons to land? Where you think it'd be?
I say Houston.
Huh? I said it out loud.
Yeah. Where?
Golden State.
I say Houston.
Well, by the way, Doc Rivers is going to be on First Take tomorrow to explain this, to talk about this story.
Who cares? Yeah, there we go. Who cares?
But yeah, so I don't know where Ben Simmons ends up. What about Portland? You traded for CJ? Because you're not trading. You're not getting him for Dame.
But what shooter are you getting back? You're not getting no shooter back.
But if you put him, say this, say if he goes to Portland for CJ, obviously he's the primary point guard. Dame plays off the ball more.
I don't see that working.
I mean, Chauncey,
he's not going to make up.
If you Portland, you trying to get Dame out of there quicker?
No, but oh.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what you do if you're Portland.
Pause, man.
Get up out of here. You crazy. Think about, look, I understand what Ben Simmons can bring to a team.
Right.
But let's not act like CJ McCollum isn't a player that gives you between 20 and about 23 to 24 points a night. and he can also set up the offense, which allows Damian Lillard to play off the ball sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And you still have to respect C.J. McCollum because he's a good ball handler, pause, and he can shoot. That's something Ben Simmons doesn't do. Now, what Ben Simmons brings is you have somebody with an elite basketball IQ, defense. But outside of that, he can't make rebounds. He can't make rebounds. He can't make free throws. You don't know what he's going to do in the fourth quarter. I don't think he's going to do what he did in the playoffs again. Right. Don't get me wrong, but the fact of that's a possibility is bad.
Kenzie says, who would the Clippers even give up for John Wall?
You'll be surprised. There's Marcus Morris. That's you got to think about you matching up with money. Marcus Morris. You can give up.
Do you give up Reggie Jackson?
No,
I'm not giving up Reggie
Jackson.
Jackson's
Jackson's going nowhere.
At least if that was the case, that wouldn't happen to the middle of the season anyway, just because of Reggie Jackson's contract.
We can't trade Eric Bledsoe yet. I think we just got him.
No, you can't trade. You can't trade him until December.
Yeah, we got to wait for that. So if anything like that were to happen, it'll be later on. But there's still the pieces. Like, let's say, for example, if we were willing to let Ibaka go or Zubac.
I think. Well, y'all not gonna release him, but I think Ibaka could be good with these non-matching people.
For the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Ibaka will be good on any team.
Well, we wanted him, but obviously
he's not going nowhere. He's Kawhi's friend.
Yeah, he Kawhi had the plug.
And what's crazy about that? How Kyle Lowry said that about Kawhi Leonard over there in Toronto. I never heard anybody else complain about that.
About what?
About Kawhi's tournament in Toronto. Everybody in Toronto knew what was going on. They knew he was done after that year. Yeah. They were just happy they got a championship out of it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Nick, go look to what Nick Nurse said. He was like, he called me and was like, Coach, I'm going home. He was like, you know what? Thank you.
For real. Exactly. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
What the heck?
But I think Ben Simmons, will he be traded? I think he's definitely going to be traded. I don't know when he's going to be traded, though.
4 years, $140 million left on his contract.
And what he's doing is putting Philadelphia in a bad situation because they're not going to get
nothing,
and they're not going to get anything back from him.
They're not going to get no value. None of they know that he wants out.
Guess what they could have last year? They could have James Harden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now you're going to settle for. Yeah, but what do we know? We try to tell Houston. I try to tell Philly. Try to tell Houston too how to handle the trade, but no, they didn't listen.
I mean, they could have traded him right up over there to Minnesota and have Anthony Edwards.
And now, good point.
Shout out to Mark.
Yeah, Mark said that. By the way, Karl-Anthony Towns I think is gonna have a bounce back year this year. By the way, they said Minnesota wants Ben Simmons, but they said Karl-Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards and D'Angelo Russell are off the table.
What you giving up then?
I'm about to say, what the hell are they going to give up?
That's my point. I mean,
hey, D'Angelo Russell, I'll holler at you later.
Look, obviously, bye, Russell. Let me tell you why. Well, obviously, they're not going to try. They don't want to trade D'Lo because that's his homeboy. Sure. They figure D'Lo be the connect to get.
No.
But no. I'm like this, man. You can get Ben Simmons with D'Angelo Russell. No disrespect to D'Lo, obviously, but no.
I'll holler at you later, player.
Yeah. Be easy.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. Whew. They're crazy.
Yeah, so but yeah, next week training camp's open and media days.
What they gonna try the new power generation?
Oh, Trey Morris Day in the time. Jerome, Sheila E.
Mint condition.
Big homie Smiles in the chat. Shout out. Treetop Radio.
Pause. Hey, not to go off subject. Y'all heard that Drew Hill has called out Jodeci and Boyz II Men.
For what? What to go on tour or something?
No, for Versus.
Versus what?
Exactly. We'll talk about that off air.
I got a Versus for y'all, but we do that.
Yeah. We got to talk about what you was texting me what you asked me the other day. Let's talk some college football, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so our teams had a pretty good weekend. My Tennessee Vols. First of all, let me be perfectly clear. We played Tennessee Tech. We better at one.
They played the JC.
I didn't even know there was a Tennessee Tech.
Tylenol. Tourniquet. He said Tourniquet.
Who?
What's up, B?
Anyway.
It was like, okay, so we played Tennessee. So we played Tennessee Tech. I didn't even know they even existed, but okay. We won 56-0. Mark, your Georgia Bulldogs play South Carolina. How did that go?
I was right. We didn't cover that spread, but we won 40-13.
And Nick Reed, your USC Trojans, went up to the Palouse.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, y'all played Washington State. Didn't start off well because Keaton Slovis had a neck strain. Enter true freshman Jordan Jackson Dart. That has to be a quarterback's name. With a name like that, you better know how to pass.
Pretty much.
So they think D-Lo is going to bring Devin Booker. Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, I guess. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kendall Jenner ain't going to Minnesota. Ask Blake Griffin what happened when he got traded from a warm weather city. So obviously your USC Trojans got the win. They first win in the Dante Williams era, the interim coach. Y'all go to the true freshman. He scores 42 unanswered. But now the question is when the question is going to be answered, who's going to be the next head coach? I sent you guys on this video, but Reggie Bush, of course, USC legend, Heisman Trophy winner Reggie Bush. I don't care what the trust says. Heisman Trophy winner Reggie Bush. Of course, he's now analyst for Fox. He's hosting the Fox, college football pregame show. Him, Matt Leinart, Brady Quinn, and now Bob Stoops, who replaced Urban Meyer. Reggie Bush gave a name who he wants to see USC pursue to be the next head football coach. And that's a guy who's now in his second season as a head coach in college down in Jackson State. He's a Pro Football Hall of Famer. One prime time, Mr. Deion Sanders. Says he's doing good things recruiting with Jackson State. They're 55th in the nation. They're recruiting better than Kansas State. And Kansas State has a way bigger budget than Jackson State, being an HBCU. And he would like to see, maybe they should give him a call. Well, Prime came out today, said he appreciated Reggie's support, but he's not interested. He said he was sent, to Jackson State. He felt like he was sent there on a mission with what was going on in our country, and he wants to play this out. Now, honestly, they were asked Keyshawn about this. He don't know. Everyone says Prime should have got the job at Florida State. Let me ask you this. Before we even get to this, you gave your list of guys last week. And Mark, you chime in too on this. But now let's talk like maybe they shouldn't go the route. There's some people saying like they shouldn't go the route of a first-time head coach. Like, don't go the Eric Bieniemy route. Go find, a coach. Maybe a lot of people are saying it's Mario Cristobal. Some people are saying James Franklin. You're shaking your head no. You're saying timeout.
They're saying do not go after the offensive coordinator of probably this at the worst second, third offense in the league over the past couple of years that produced an MVP.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
I understand Andy Reid is there, but everything we've heard, he most definitely is he most definitely calls plays.
And a lot of this has to do, and here we go again, because we talked about this throughout the season with the whole situation with when Jason Kidd became the head coach of the Dallas Mavs, when Chauncey Billups became the head coach of Portland. Everybody wants to bring up somebody's baggage. Everyone's bringing up Eric Bieniemy's baggage he had when he was at Colorado.
What happened in Colorado?
I've seen that.
When he was in his 20s, he had some sexual assault allegations. He was kicked off campus. He had a DUI.
Mm-hmm.
And then they don't think USC will hire him because when he was the OC at Colorado when they got fired, do you know who the athletic director was at Colorado at the time? It was Mike Bohn. Mike Bohn fired that staff, and he was fired too.
Eric Bieniemy not going back. Even if they offered him, he's not going back.
No.
USC next coach should be the coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And that is one Mr. Urban Meyer. Now, Urban Meyer says
simple as that.
He was asked about it. He was like, he's committed to Jacksonville
for a year.
But we'll see how things go because obviously we followed Urban Meyer's career. It don't once it gets hot, he finds his way to ease out the kitchen.
I think he should go to SC and Eric Bieniemy should go to Jacksonville.
Imagine.
That's interesting.
That would be interesting. Imagine if Urban Meyer was able to come to USC and get not only the California recruits, the Midwest recruits, and the Florida recruits.
I'm glad you brought that up. So
that would be insane.
I'm glad you brought that up. So Bruce Feldman, for me, probably the best college football reporter in the world, from The Athletic and Fox. He was on the Move the Sticks podcast with Daniel Jeremiah, and one of the things that came out that he's doing a story right now on what happened at USC and what led to Clay Helton getting fired. He wasn't closing.
No, he wasn't.
And we have proof. Because you don't lose Bryce Young.
Oh my God.
You don't let DJ you even go to Clemson.
No.
You don't let Mike Carroll go to Ole Miss. You don't let C.J. Stroud go to Ohio State.
One of them goes to USC.
And Keyshawn brought this up. Even back then, USC would just hoarder quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Whether it was Matt Leinart with Matt Castle and John David Booty. John David John David Booty. When they had Mitch Mustang and Matt Barkley and Aaron Corp. Even just recently with Sam Darnold, obviously Max Brown. Even go back with Max Whittick and Matt Barkley. You can go now with Max with Sam Darnold was here and Max Brown.
Yeah.
And Keaton Slovis. And JT Daniels. And looking now with JT Daniels and Keaton Slovis and now Darden, this kid, and now they got another kid who's a true freshman that might have to start because obviously Slovis is dealing with the neck injury. Found out that Jackson Dart had a knee got banged up on Saturday. He's in a brace, but they're going to see if he's going to practice tomorrow. But at one time, and you can empathize with this, Georgia was considered, some people say in the South, running back you. Y'all hoarded running backs.
You got to.
Y'all had Ty Gurley, Sony Michel, and Nick Chubb at one time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All those are first-round picks.
And let's not forget that at one time at quarterback, y'all had Ohio State had Joe Burrow, Dwayne Haskins, J.T. Barrett, and then they ended up getting Justin Fields, which led to Joe Burrow going to LSU. So you can hoarder recruits.
Yeah.
You just got to have the right person who's going to sell them on being part of the program.
Because all you got to do is look. It's just like you said. I think Pete Carroll showed USC most definitely that you can do that because, like you said, it started off with Carson Palmer. After Carson Palmer, we went straight from that to Leinart. That's two back-to-back Heisman winning quarterbacks. Then you go from that to excuse me. We had was it Mark Sanchez?
Yeah, John David Booty, then to Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, John David. I ain't saying his last name.
Well, he was the bridge quarterback between Leinart and Sanchez.
But he played well enough for us to win the Rose Bowl. He didn't do nothing else. But that was it. That was it. And then Sanchez, like you said, Sanchez came in and he played very well. I think he should have stayed an extra year, but that's just me. And then so on and so forth. But I'll leave it like this. The stacking recruits thing, you have to do it because even though look at Clemson at one point. Clemson at receiver had Sammy Watkins,
DeAndre Hopkins,
Martavius Bryant.
Oh my God! Whatever happened to guy?
And then they had what's his name at Dwayne Allen at tight end
and Andre Ellington at running back.
Yeah,
with Taj Boyd was the quarterback.
Yeah, that
was a squad right there.
Yeah, it was. It
didn't win no national championships. Crazy.
I mean, they never had a good quarterback. They never had a quarterback to take them to the next level. They always had even when they had C.J. Spiller up over there, So I know how you feel about C.J. Spiller. He didn't play too bad for y'all.
It's the way he left.
Yeah, I have to agree. But you can most definitely. I mean, even Clemson now. I mean, they went from
Deshaun Watson to Trevor Lawrence to DJU.
Yeah, so I mean, those are possibly 3 Heisman. I mean, should have been 2 straight Heisman winning quarterbacks, but hey, what do we know? Deshaun Watson, I guess, wasn't good enough to win a Heisman. Could have fooled me.
Louisville went from Teddy Bridgewater to Lamar Jackson.
That is true. You got to think about it, man. You gotta have these recruits over here, and I mean, even look at Alabama. We see what they do every year with stacking recruits.
Didn't y'all go from Jacob Eason to Jake Fromm?
Look, all I remember is this: Nick Saban. It was national championship week, and they were talking to him about who was it? Who had won the Heisman that year? It was when
who they play?
I forgot who it was. It was when Derrick Henry was a freshman. I forgot who it was.
That might have been the year Lamar Jackson won because Derrick Henry won as a sophomore, won the Heisman as a sophomore.
I remember because it was his first year there, and he was the backup for who I forgot who it was.
Who Derrick Henry was the backup for?
Yeah,
Mark Ingram. It was Mark Ingram. They had Mark Ingram.
Was it Trent Richardson?
Trent Richardson.
Richardson.
Bo Scarborough was there too.
I think
it was Trent Richardson.
It was Trent Richardson.
TJ Yeldon there too?
Yes.
Yeah, he was. But it was when Trent Richardson had won.
By the way, let me add also.
Go ahead.
Alvin Kamara was there too.
He sure was.
And he had to leave because he couldn't get on the field because they had TJ Yeldon.
That's ridiculous.
Derrick Henry.
Kenyon Drake too.
Kenyon Drake was at Alabama too?
Yeah. Don't forget Josh Jacobs too. That running back room was always crazy. They running back room is crazy. But he said that, everybody's talking about Trent Richardson or whatever. He said you guys should see the other guy, Henry. He said this dude is amazing.
Yeah, he wasn't lying.
Yeah, for real. I mean, what other person runs for 2,000 yards at every level they played?
Just him. Period. Just him. So let's look ahead to our squad. How our squad's gonna look this week. So, but I think But obviously, if you look at what's going on with you guys, I just think y'all need to just take time, find the right guy who's gonna be able to close, and that person also got to be able to go into the hood as well. So they said that was another thing that Clay Helton was struggling with. He was too busy. He kind of fell back from going into the hood.
Yeah, he needs to most definitely. He couldn't get that because Pete Carroll had that on lock.
So
Pete Carroll, because I remember hearing stories because I got people that got recruited by SC, and he would go all up over there into like the projects and everything. He wasn't scared of going to the bad areas of LA to get these recruits.
Right. So
plus he also had the connection between USC and Sarah is ridiculous.
All right.
That alone gets you good recruits until the people from Sarah start transferring.
So this week we got Florida.
This will be a tough game for y'all.
Yeah, especially how they played on Saturday, which I didn't expect.
I wasn't expecting that either.
Yeah. I was.
Yeah, SEC.
Well, Georgia, number 2 ranked Georgia Bulldogs have Vanderbilt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the other school in Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
And then Nick, your Trojans face Oregon State at the Coliseum.
Let me tell you something. I cannot stand the state of Oregon when it comes to college football. For some apparent reason, USC always has a problem with one of those Oregon teams every single year. Hopefully, we don't have that problem this year because it's most definitely been Oregon the past few years. Need to go get that coach from over there. Go ahead.
So that's how the college. We'll recap the next week's college football how it looks with the rankings, but obviously Alabama still remains 1. Georgia remained 2. Is number 2. Oregon 3. Oklahoma 4. Iowa 5. Penn State huge win over Auburn. They're number 6 now. Texas A&M 7. Cincinnati 8. Clemson 9. Ohio State 10. That rounds out the top 10.
Why do these voters believe in Oklahoma every year and get disappointed every year?
Their regular season team, Nick. Their regular season team.
It's like
every. We'll talk about Notre Dame later. I don't want to.
Okay. They have a big game this weekend against Wisconsin.
They're probably going to lose.
So by the way, let's talk about those matchups, and then I want to change to a topic before we get into the NFL talk.
Freaking leprechauns.
Talking about Notre Dame, they have a big, huge win. They have a huge matchup with Wisconsin in Madison.
Go Badgers.
You got they. By the way, Wisconsin minus 6.5. I might add.
Man, I'm about to bet on that game. I'm about to win some money.
Texas A&M versus Arkansas with Texas A&M minus 5.5. So
they should win that for sure.
So those are probably the two marquee games of the weekend as far as rank within the top 25.
Did y'all see that one-handed pick?
Yeah. That was Oklahoma.
That's what I'm saying. That was insane.
So I want to bring a topic that led to another that was brought up today with some news. J.J. Redick retired today from the NBA after 15 years. Mm-hmm. It's like that. The Lakers, since he said it's like that with the Lakers and Nick, no matter how bad the Blazers are, the Lakers struggle. It's like, yeah, because like the Lakers are struggling in Portland.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is either.
Yeah, I never understood that.
But J.J. Redick retired, and it brought up a topic. J.J. Redick was probably one of the most hated dudes in college basketball.
Yeah.
Obviously for two reasons. One, he went to Duke. The other because he was white and he went to Duke.
I think it's most definitely a strong combination of both.
Yeah.
But I think it most definitely was the fact that he went to Duke.
So they brought up a topic. I heard this on 17 with Travis Osniwa about sports villains. Who are the guys that you watch that you just grew to hate? And obviously, I have a few. When it comes to the Lakers, obviously, I hate the Pistons. Well, when it comes to the Pacific Pistons, I hate Bill Laimbeer. I think he's dirty.
Yeah.
I think he's the most dirtiest player ever. I don't hate Isaiah Thomas, but I despise him because he was just so great. But I just hate the whole Bad Boys era. But Bill Laimbeer, you want to talk about a dude who just dirty.
Bill Laimbeer is an example of a person I said that a lot of dudes during that time didn't know how to play basketball.
That's just physical.
Yeah, what he did was physical, but that's not basketball.
Went to Notre Dame. By the way, how do white boys from Notre Dame used to get in the NBA like that? Him, Kelly Tripucka.
You notice none of them were good.
Exactly. When it came to football, I know B's probably listening. I'm gonna say it. I hated LaDainian Tomlinson. Respected his gangster as a running back.
Man.
But I hated LaDainian Tomlinson.
Man, I couldn't stand LT because I knew when we played against LT, he was going to dog us out.
And I hated Darren Sproles, too.
I think Darren Sproles was more annoying than LT.
He is because you couldn't tackle him.
No, he was most definitely very annoying.
I hated playing it when the Chargers. LT. And Phillip Rivers. And then when obviously baseball.
I have a confession.
What?
I have no problem with Phillip Rivers. Surprisingly.
Well, and in baseball, I hated Barry Bonds. Great. I hate Barry Bonds. Any on the Giants. Barry Bonds, Madison Bumgarner, Buster Posey.
Buster Posey.
And now you hate the Astros.
And don't even get me started there. Jose Altuve, Carlos Correa, Alex Bregman, George Springer.
All right, John. Relax.
Okay.
Relax.
Okay, I'm done.
Relax.
But I didn't even get to Duke. Don't say that for him, but he knows. Because we already know we probably have the same names when it comes to Duke.
Yeah.
Mark, who are some of the villains you hated in sports, man?
Well, everybody knows I don't have an NBA team, so that doesn't really bother me.
Kenzie says he hated Paul Pierce and Rick Smits.
What's wrong with Rick Smits?
Dutchman, dude. The Dutchman, dude. Dutchman, dude.
And college basketball, I hated Christian Laettner.
Still do.
He was really good though, but I hated Christian Laettner.
Bobby Hurley.
I hated Bobby Hurley. I hated when Duke slapped the floor. I hated that.
Wojo.
I hated I just hate Duke.
William Avery. He was cool, but man,
I really wasn't worried about him.
Yeah. Jay Williams.
Hell yeah, he was. That was one of the players that was just great.
And he said he could have went to North Carolina.
Kenzie said he gave Shaq the business.
When? In Orlando?
That is one of the players that Shaq said he had problems.
He said he didn't say him.
He was a really good player.
Yeah,
Rick Smits was,
and he was bigger than Shaq.
Hold on, Rick Smits or
Smits?
Oh, I thought y'all was talking about Christian Laettner.
No. Rick Smits. No, Shaq said he used to hate when he used to play Big Country.
Oh yeah, he said big country give him the business.
In football, and football is I hated Ricky Williams when he was playing with Miami.
Oh my
Ricky
God.
Williams was ridiculous.
Oh
in
my
Miami.
God.
That old freaking wildcat crap they was doing around that time. It was him and
Ronnie Brown.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I hated Ricky Williams.
Funny that you brought him up talking about people over there stacking the recruits. Miami used to stay stacking recruits. Jesus.
And in college football, Tim Tebow.
I totally forgot.
I hated Tim Tebow.
By the way,
I couldn't stand Tim Tebow.
By the way, that whole Florida team at that time with Urban Meyer
Was very, very good.
him, Percy Harvin, Eric. I'm trying to speak Eagle of the Dead, but Aaron Hernandez,
Yeah. It was somebody else.
Jeff Demps,
And then on defense, they had Ray McDonald over there. They had
Brandon Spike.
Brandon Spikes. They had it was a safety they had over there that was pretty good too. I forgot what his name was. They had some people over there that was pretty good.
God, I hate it. God.
But you know what's crazy? A lot of those players that was on that team, I was surprised over the ones that played
Percy Harvin.
that actually translated to the NFL the way they did. Like Aaron Hernandez, I wouldn't have thought Aaron Hernandez would be as good as he was. I thought Percy Harvin would be the one.
Tim Tebow
Was the one that would be everything because he was
took
big.
him.
Oh,
in the
it was
took him in the first round.
Roddy Cooper. The
racist Roddy Cooper. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Who'd you hate, Nick?
Yeah.
All right. Tom Brady. I hated Tom Brady.
Well, I know why.
Yeah, it's more so the Patriots than Tom Brady. I realized as I got older, it was more so the Patriots because that had nothing to do with Tom Brady. He doesn't play defense, or he doesn't make the call. It was him that got hit. So we could have did a little bit better to win that game, but we most definitely got screwed in that game. Vince Young, I can't stand Vince Young.
Greatest game I've ever seen.
One of the most incredible games I've ever seen. I just wish we would have won.
Greatest game I've ever saw in my life.
Who else? Oh, I couldn't stand. I hated Toby Gerhardt when he was over there at Stanford. Oh my! And you know the reason why, John. That one game where he ran for almost 300 yards against us.
Well,
and it was just ridiculous.
Well, I know another white boy. I'm shocked another white boy from Stanford you hadn't said him yet.
Who, Andrew Luck?
Well, no, you said Toby Gerhardt. I'm thinking running back.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, McCaffrey. Yeah, he killed us too. He killed us a few times. I'm trying to think who else. I really did not like LaDainian Tomlinson. I really, really disliked him. When I wasn't the biggest fan of Kobe because of the Lakers. He was the best player in the Lakers for a long time, so he fell into that category, unfortunately. Who else I couldn't stand? You know what player was used to annoy me when I used to watch him?
Who was that?
Ginobili early on.
They brought up the Spurs. The thing about the Spurs, you didn't hate them Spurs because you just hate the fact that they were just so good. They didn't have no guys who would just like annoy you, but they just had guys who were just too talented.
No, Tim Duncan used to annoy me too.
Oh yeah.
I just thought about that. Man, Tim Duncan in that freaking bank shot. I hated that shot, and he would make it every single time. I remember it was one year he hadn't shot a three-pointer the whole year. I think it was against Phoenix, and he hit a bank shot three-pointer. I was like, bruh, are you kidding me? He brought the shot back. I can't stand this shot.
Kids said Tom Brady is the most hated. Really, all Boston teams I despise.
Yeah, I don't affiliate with nothing Boston either.
Yeah, I hate Boston.
Really like that.
No disrespect to Boston,
Yeah.
but the people who I know people's in Boston, but
Oh yeah,
you know your teams are hate.
It's your teams. Yeah,
I like the Red Sox hat.
Yeah.
It's
By the way,
pretty
they could be on the list too because they semi cheated, but they gave us Mookie Betts, so even trade.
They made up for it.
Yeah, they made up for it. They gave us Mookie Betts.
They made up for it. I'm trying to think of another.
That's my villains. These villains are garbage.
I didn't like Chip Kelly. I hated Chip Kelly over there in Oregon. I hated the whole Oregon man for like. I still just like Oregon because of Chip Kelly.
Wow.
Most definitely.
So those some villains. By the way, so good luck to JJ Redick, whatever your next chapter is in life. Obviously, he said he's gonna focus on fatherhood and his family, and now he got his podcast. So just obviously that, and it's still North Carolina all day. Let's talk NFL, gentlemen. Let's recap week 2. We had a good week as far as personally all our teams won. My Broncos defeated the Jaguars. Nick's Raiders defeated the Steelers. Mark's Bills defeated the Dolphins. So let's see who won this week in the picks. Let's start Thursday night with the Giants over the Washington football team. The Washington football team won 30-29 after Dexter Lawrence was called for it offsides, and they gave them a free field goal kick, and they nailed it.
John, you pick Washington. Nick, you pick Washington, and I pick Washington. So we all won that one.
Okay.
Great stuff. All right, we have Rams, Colts.
Everybody picked the Rams.
And it was closing. No, Carson Wentz, by the way.
Are we saying if Ben and Will won too?
Yeah, we are.
All right, well, Will picked the Giants. He lost.
And
then Ben picked the Washington team.
Okay, who on the Rams?
Everybody picked the Rams.
All right. Broncos, Jags.
Everybody picked Broncos.
Then smart. By the way, Carson Wentz has 2 sprained ankles.
Bro, how is that even possible?
He had one coming into the game, and he injured the other one. I don't know how that happens, but only Carson Wentz.
It's like he got glass ankles.
Okay, go ahead.
You heard me?
Huh?
It's like he got glass ankles.
Oh, wow.
I thought you called him Ray Finkel.
Bears, Bengals. Ay.
John, I don't know what you was thinking.
I picked the Bengals, huh?
You picked the Bengals. Will picked the Bears. Nick picked the Bengals.
I sure did.
Oh, I'm the only one that picked. Me and Will only one that picked the Bears.
The only reason I wasn't betting against Joe Burrow, but I didn't think Joe Burrow would have the worst game of his career, and then Andy Dalton gets hurt, and then Justin Fields comes in. He didn't play well, but still.
Their defense won that game.
Really did, because Roquan Smith took that pick 6 to the house.
Shout out to him. The Raiders have drafted him. Go ahead.
All right. Browns, Texans.
Everybody except for B picked the Browns.
Everybody for B. So B really picked the Texans?
Yeah.
So you really –
I'm going to be honest with you.
He was being a contrarian too.
Yeah,
I'm going to be honest with you. It didn't look that bad of a pick until your boy got hurt.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, Tyrod's been put on IR, so when we get to the pick next week.
Shout out to Tyrod. He been balling too.
Yeah, he really has.
I'm going to give him his props because I talk bad about him when he does.
So he's on IR, so we'll talk about that late. Talk about that when we make the pick segment coming up. Mark's Bills over the Dolphins.
John picked the Bills. Let me put your point down, John.
That's right.
Will picked the Dolphins. Nick picked the Dolphins. B picked the Dolphins, and I picked the Bills.
Wow. All right, we got Patriots over the Jets.
John, you picked the Patriots. It's a good pick.
Yes.
Will picked the Jets. Nick, you picked the Pats. We all picked the Pats except for Will.
Okay, he's gonna be
different. Well, I don't know. Zach Wilson 4 interceptions. I mean, come on, dude.
I mean, what do you expect? At the end of the day, it's a rookie quarterback against Bill Belichick. It's not going to work.
Yeah, they never win.
Never.
Niners over the Eagles.
We all picked the Niners except for Nick.
Yeah. It was close. They lost by 6.
It wasn't that bad of a pick.
No, it was a good pick.
Low scoring game, 17-11.
Yeah, they was there the whole time.
Because I thought it was going to be
yeah, he thought it was going to be
I thought it was going to get ugly.
So Raiders over the Knicks Raiders over the Steelers.
It's safe to say that Nick is the only one who got that one right.
Yeah.
Let me get my man some.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man.
And we definitely got to talk about that. Let's talk about them also coming up. Next game was
Saints and Panthers.
Yeah, and
I didn't get that one right.
And the Panthers picked just.
John, you picked the Saints. Will picked the Panthers. Nick picked the Saints. Ben picked the Saints, and I picked the Panthers.
Yeah, great.
Good pick. That might be the one to save you.
I knew that Jameis was gonna be Jameis.
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
I wasn't expecting to be that bad.
Sam Darnold said, "Look what I do. I have a real coach." Next game is the Vikings over the Cardinals over the Vikings,
and in a real organization. Cards when everybody picked the Cards.
Boy.
So John, I'm at 10 already. So John,
we'll talk more about what the blasphemy that was said by Stephen A. Smith later.
Oh, and Keyshawn.
They both lost their damn mind. Go ahead.
The next game was Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Everybody picked Tampa Bay.
By the way, Tom Brady has 9 touchdowns already in 2 games.
Who else was going to be MVP?
And Rob Gronkowski has 4.
Who else was going to be MVP?
By the way, so Rob Gronkowski in his last 3 games has had 2 touchdowns each. That was the Super Bowl week 1 and last week 2.
He's back.
Yeah. Cowboys over the Chargers.
John, you picked the Chargers. Will picked the Cowboys. Everybody picked the Chargers except for Will.
Yeah, the Chargers just are allergic to prosperity, man. Because number one, they had that game won.
That
too many stupid penalties.
That wasn't a sack.
the play with her? Oh, no, it wasn't. But I'm talking about the illegal shift and the holding cost those 2 touchdowns. But that play, that wasn't a sack. That should have been incomplete. No.
That was the Chargers being the Chargers, finding a new way to lose every week.
Titans over the Seahawks.
I cannot believe.
I can. John, you picked the Seahawks. Will picked the Titans. Nick, you picked the Seahawks. B picked the Seahawks, and I picked the Titans.
I cannot believe this.
So it's just
You were up by 15 at halftime.
Derrick Henry said,
No,
"I'm back."
He really did.
He
The
gave
Seahawks defense was exactly what we thought they were.
he gave Ethan 50 points.
Wow, he really did. So, my Sunday nighter, Chiefs, Ravens. Yikes.
I picked Kansas City for sure.
Everybody except for Will picked the Chiefs.
Hey, they only lost by one. They only won by one. So
Aw.
Lamar got over the hump.
Look at this.
What happened?
No, go ahead.
And then the Monday nighter,
John, you picked Green Bay, so let me put this on here for you. Oh, John had 10. Cute.
Lion.
Will had picked the Lions. Nick, you picked Green Bay. You had 9. That's cute too. I picked the Lions.
All right, so so how we do against the spread?
Oh, we forgot about against the spread. John, you picked Saints in 3.5.
Right.
Nick, you picked the Chiefs in the 3.5. I picked me and Will picked the Niners in the 3.5.
Yeah, they won by 6. So you want to use some money. You want to use some people some money in Vegas.
So week 1 went to Nick. Week 2 went to me. John, you got to win next week, dog.
Oh, my God. Come on now. Let's get it going. All right, so let's
You had 10. Hold on. You had 10. Nick, you had 9. I had 13.
all right, let's transition into our week 3 picks. Okay. Well, let's pause the picks. So I want to do some topics and then we'll get into the picks. Cause we need to let people marinate on our genius.
My genius.
Yeah, Mark won this week. Okay. I want to talk about 2 topics before we get into the picks. So today, the official release for the Kurt Warner movie American Underdog was released. So I want to ask you guys this. If you could see one movie about one athlete, a story of one athlete, who would it be and who you think would be the perfect person to play it? I mean, we've seen Ali, we've seen 42.
You know, it'd be interesting for me, just me personally, because I'm a Raiders fan. Something about Bo Jackson.
That's who I was about to
That'd be
say.
so sick.
We've seen the 30 for 30.
We've seen the 30 for 30. So it's,
Yeah.
So there's a premise for it.
Yeah. So just seeing, like
You see the ice?
from his perspective, going back and forth between
And these are like the players are telling the stories, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. Kind of, it'd be like you remember that it was that I think it was the biography of Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
When he was telling the story.
Yeah.
It could be something like that. That would be dope.
Because Bo was an introvert, so he really wasn't a person who talked a lot.
Because he used to stutter.
Yeah, and then obviously, but you learned a lot more of that on his 30 for 30. He would be that'd be a good one. What about you, Mark? Who, if you had to see a story about, the biography on one athlete, and who you think who would you want to see?
I have another pick after you say.
This is about to be weird, especially for y'all because y'all know how I feel.
Right.
Scott Norwood.
Wow. Man, that would be like, he didn't really. It's like with Scott Norwood. What happened after that? Because
I think Tom Cruise should play it.
Because no one has really seen Scott Norwood. He's really fell out the light in the last 30 years, really.
Any more Pepsi over there, Nick?
Or
not much.
It's not on my side.
One for me.
Oh, shoot.
I want to see.
Shannon Sharp.
Nah.
Rod Smith.
Don't get me started, man.
Ed McCaffrey.
Well, that's still.
Champ Bailey.
I guess
I would like to see Champ Bailey. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, yeah, he's gonna name every Bronco, huh?
Clinton Portis. Now that would be actually kind of interesting.
Well, yeah, I think Clinton Portis' story will have a not so happy ending.
Only because of you remember you heard what he said.
Steve Atwater.
how he felt after
That would be
Sean
bad.
Taylor got killed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said that would be interesting.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that would have been that's a good story.
Yeah.
Sean Taylor, because obviously his life was cut short. Kenzie said AI.
Yeah, AI would be good.
Ooh, I mean,
Yo, I almost said something and it would have ended no rule show.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah.
he said Allen Iverson. So
AI would be dope. But I think we've heard a lot about.
I mean, we seen.
Meta world peace. Ron Artest.
Yeah, that would work.
It'll be especially interesting, the show, what happened and how he was feeling after the whole Malice in the Palace situation as well.
I got mine.
Who's that?
Lamar Odom.
It had to be rated R. Go ahead.
And that's exactly why.
Why y'all keep throwing alley oops?
Sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. My bad, Mark.
What about Magic?
I don't know.
That would be an interesting story because I don't think he really had HIV, but that's a whole different story.
Kareem will be nice. Uncle Kevin said Rodman.
Will Chamberlain.
They already have one about Rodman.
well-
that would be that'd be dope to see him. Probably a more modernized version of it now, especially considering how he reacted since he's retired.
Definitely after The Last Dance.
Yeah.
You would want to see a movie about you want to see a real movie about MJ.
I'm
I
gonna say
mean, they had the TV one, but that nah.
I think the most obvious one, and I think we're going to get it maybe within 10 years after he retired. LeBron.
Oh yeah, of course.
Definitely.
There has to be one about LeBron and Kobe. They have to make a movie about Kobe.
I don't know if I could stomach myself through it now.
Hey, I don't think they're going to do one about Kobe. If they do, it's going to be years from now.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like way,
I mean,
way
the
farther down the line.
documentary is coming. The documentary is coming, but I followed him his final year.
Oh man,
But man, I'm still can't even stomach that.
I don't think I'll be able to watch that one.
But yeah, I want to see one about the reason I chose Lamar because
Bugs Bunny.
yeah, shout out to the T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the T-shirt. Yeah, shout out to Bucks. Because obviously he grew up the way he grew up. Parents, substance abuse. Obviously his addiction issues. Him going to college, growing up in Queens, all the stuff he went through to get to the NBA. And drug issues, like I said, with the Clippers, with the Lakers, post-career. How his life really spiraled after he got traded from the Lakers. Just crazy.
What about J.R. Smith?
That'd be interesting.
A lot of liquor involved.
Hey, he said he just started drinking Henny, I think 2018 or something like that.
Probably after they won the championship in Cleveland.
That's probably his first time trying around that time.
Michael Kevin said DeAndre Hopkins is his mom. If y'all ain't seen the E60 on that,
Yeah, I seen that.
yes, the
that's
E60
dope.
on DeAndre Hopkins and his mother, that is crazy.
I think it'd be crazy too. I know one will be wild. It will be a wild one. It has most definitely have to be rated R, and it will be about Michael Irvin. That would be crazy. Hey, a documentary about Michael Irvin, that would be wild.
Kinsey said, what about Lawrence Taylor?
Nah, not after what happened recently.
Ooh. Hang on.
Not after what happened recently. Nah, no way. I'll talk about that later.
What about? Wait, did y'all watch the 30 for 30 on the 86 Mets?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
I seen some of it. The 4-part series.
Yeah.
I seen some of it. Dwight Gooden and Darryl Strawberry. Darryl Strawberry used to be my favorite player.
That would be who I was gonna say is Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah, he had an interesting career.
Matter of fact, the tie between him and Eric Davis, both being from the Crenshaw area, and how they had the impact on blacks playing baseball here.
Eric Davis was the Dorsey, right?
Yeah.
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 That's crazy, right?
Those are gang of players that's from out from right here.
That's
Yeah,
crazy how they
for
went.
real.
That's crazy because Darryl went to Crenshaw, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Warren moved from out here too.
Yeah, he went to Hamilton.
Ozzie Smith from out here too.
Who?
Ozzie Smith.
Oh yeah, he sure
Eddie
did.
Murray,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me.
Dave Winfield. I think Dave Winfield said. Kansas said Barry Bonds.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I mean that's only the best player who ever touched a baseball. So.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Even I know people when they just polarizing. Derek Jeter. Mark's looking like again, huh, John?
No.
I stay away from Derek Jeter.
Yeah, that's so easy.
Because people really love Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
He wasn't better than Alex Rodriguez, though.
Okay, so I'm not the only one that feels that way. There we go. There we go.
No,
there we go.
Of course, A-Rod was better.
There we go. Okay, I thought I was the only one because, if I say that, people look at me like I'm crazy.
Well, heck, I mean, well, you can't say nothing bad about Derek Jeter. Yankee definitely can't say that around Yankee fans. They get in their feelings for real. And I respect Jeter. 5 World Series. But
A-Rod.
Remember, you saw the other guys, right? Remember the scene where Wahlberg shot Derek Jeter in the leg?
Yeah.
What did the other cop say? He was like, "You shot Derek Jeter." He's just saying, "You should have shot A-Rod." You see? You should have shot A-Rod. And A-Rod would be interesting. Because to me, A-Rod was never comfortable in his own skin.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it's probably still like that as well. But
my uncle said maybe Deshaun what? That is to be continued right now. We can't use Deshaun Watson right now.
You're not massaging that thought.
Oh no, man. Wow. Tonight's episode Sports for You.
Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry. You guys kept throwing alley-oops. I had to dunk one of them. Jeez.
Yeah. Sorry. Kobe just threw them out to Shaq and Scotty. And hit the crossover on Scotty. Pause. Okay. So that's an interesting one. But I want to also talk about, we got teams who are 2-0. We got a lot of teams who are 0-2. So I want to say for real or not. And you can throw that NFL films on. We can talk, because we can do that and we're going to segue into the picks. So I'm going to give you a list of the 2-0 teams. Y'all tell me y'all think, are they for real or not? Mm-hmm. All right. We got my Broncos.
No disrespect, John.
You don't think we're for real right now?
No.
I don't think y'all offense is for real. Your defense is most definitely for real.
Yeah.
No, your defense is something to be reckoned with. I don't think the offense is caught up yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
well, no. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Teddy. He's managing the game. Cortland Sutton, by the way, him and Cortland Sutton, they had a connection on Sunday.
Who y'all played against so far?
Look, who we played. We're doing the right thing.
You can only beat who's on your schedule.
No, I'm saying who y'all beating so far?
The Giants and the Jacks. And we're gonna beat the Jets.
The defense most definitely.
And our first real challenge will come week 4 when we play Baltimore at the house.
That's gonna be a good game.
Now, that's when y'all gonna figure out what's going on with y'all for real. Mm-hmm. Because you don't need that to be no bait game. Y'all end up being 3-0 and end up going over there to Baltimore and get the brakes beat out of y'all.
Greg Roman's offense against Vic Fangio's defense is gonna be a lot. Because then you had, by the way, did you know Rob Ryan was on the Baltimore Ravens staff?
I have no respect for any of the Ryan coaches except for Buddy. Go ahead.
Rest in peace. And then obviously Pat Shurmur against whoever the DC is for Baltimore. But I'm gonna be interested to see how Greg Roman, calls plays against Vic Fangio's defense. But we'll see that next week. And
what does John Harbaugh do up over there?
His specialty is special teams. That's how he was a special teams coach. And,
right.
I knew that, but
next.
All right. Okay. Knicks Raiders.
Okay.
I do think we're for real, but I just think we're doing the right thing. Beat up on the team you're supposed to, so when the competition comes, you have a cushion if you have a little, slump.
That's what I'm saying. Like y'all defense, we already know y'all defense is legit.
No Bradley Chubb.
But I don't know if y'all offense can do what the defense can do just yet.
Well,
I think y'all not too far away.
I like what I saw from Teddy and Cortland Sutton on Sunday.
Yeah.
I
like y'all. I really like y'all defense. I want to see
Jerry Jeudy, but I like what I saw with Court. Man, look good. Just by the way, a year after the torn ACL.
What you think about the Raiders?
Okay, let me be real. Y'all defeated 2 playoff teams. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. And y'all got the Dolphins on Sunday. Spoiler alert, they're going to be 3-0. We're going to have 2 3-0 teams in the AFC West by next week's episode. Now Keyshawn, and we'll get into that later. All that stuff he was saying about Derek Carr. I respect Derek Carr. He's a Lakers fan, by the way. But I'm not finna say I don't know if he's top 5. He's definitely top 10. I don't know if he's top 5. But he's definitely a top 10 quarterback. And that's what I forget. Dude was 4 years removed from being MVP had he not broke his foot in week 16.
And
Literally week 16.
And let's just be honest, over the past few years, he really hasn't had that much talent on offense or defense. Let's just be honest.
I hate the fact I'm about to say this.
Go ahead.
I hate this.
You got to get the Raiders credit.
Because there's so many Raider fans that just talk and just
I know.
talk
I
and
know.
talk.
Like this one right. That's like this one right here.
But this is not one that really talk like that.
I know, but
I'm realistic.
But he's.
I'm waiting on the day of reckoning. I've seen this movie before.
Exactly. He's the way he is. The way I am with him to the Raiders is the way he is with me to the Lakers. We can tolerate because we can actually talk realistic without sounding like homers.
Yeah.
What you think, Mark?
I think they for real. I think they for real.
All right, let's go over to the NFC South.
Hold on. Why you think we for real? What makes you?
Your offense. I see
for real.
I see Derek Carr. When I was watching our game and I seen how Derek Carr was playing, even like when drives when y'all didn't score, like just how he was managing the game, I said, yo, this is something different right now.
Mm-hmm. And you're getting surprise production from players. I don't think we saw Max Crosby was going to have this breakout in the first 2 games in the Gus Bradley system.
He's looking very well in Gus Bradley's system.
And obviously, Gus Bradley's trying to run the same system he did in Seattle, but it's cool. I think now y'all gonna have the Dolphins. Y'all should just get out there, and then y'all get the Chargers on Monday night. So that's gonna be I think both of our first real tests come week 4.
No, we already had ours.
Well, I mean another.
You're
right. You're right. Another test for you guys. All right, so let's go to the South, AFC, NFC. That is
3 straight home games.
We got the champ. I mean, we all agree. The Tampa Bay's for real.
Oh yeah, we already know that. Yeah, there's no point even talk about that.
Yeah.
What about Carolina?
No, they're not for real, but they most definitely are a team you cannot take lightly.
Nope.
If you take lightly against them, you will lose.
They will beat you.
They will beat you because
they're
they're very well coached, and they still have some weapons on offense enough to put some numbers on the board off of McCaffrey alone. Him and Moore, and now they actually have a competent quarterback. And like you said, Sam Darnold's in a system and he's just in a better situation in general.
In a better organization.
Yeah, I was saying he just in a whole better just situation. He was doomed from the beginning with the Jets. And
Joe Brady's gonna get a head coaching job, whether it's in college or
call it an unhappy ending.
But my uncle Kevin said that about Deshaun Watson. That's probably me an unhappy ending. Wow. I just totally thought we just read what you just were thinking. That's not cool. Oh, shout out to my Uncle Kev. Shout out to H-Town. What about, let's go over to the West, NFC. 3-2-0 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Rams.
The Rams are not even just for real. They are a problem.
I think they're for real.
They are a problem.
Well, I put them in the Super Bowl, so you already know where I stood. But Stafford didn't have the best game, but seeing that rank, seeing what I'm seeing for Cooper Kupp, my God.
It's just the simple fact of an offense that was already very good, and they had a quarterback putting up good enough numbers that really wasn't that good of a quarterback to get a guy that's actually competent in the system that can actually sling the rock out there. That's like night and day. And he's confident because he's a veteran. He's really lived up to his expectations as a number 1 overall pick. He's just been in a terrible situation.
And now, I believe when they looking at Jared Goff last night, they're like, man, thank God we have Matthew Stafford.
Oh man, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Lion fans being humbled, going to be humbled this year.
What about the 49ers?
Oh, they're definitely they're for real.
I think they're for real.
They're more than for real. Them and the Rams are legit issues.
If they keep winning, do we see Trey Lance this year?
No. I already said the only way Trey Lance hits this field this year is if these gadget plays or if something happens to Jimmy Garoppolo. That's the only way he's hitting the field. Right. Besides that, he's just going to be over there just waiting. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't even put him in on gadget plays.
And they better get a healthy running back soon. And then there's the Arizona Cardinals.
No.
Why are you not sold on Arizona?
I think just like the simple fact of I think still that they are the third best team in their division, and I don't think
They're fourth.
Yeah, I'm about to say they might. Yeah, I'm about to say they're actually fourth. Like I said this all the man. Look, they're not. No, they're gonna do this. They had everybody fooled for a minute last year, and then it got brought back to reality after they did that miracle against the miracle on Tuesday. Was that on Tuesday?
It was on a Sunday.
On a Sunday, miracle on Sunday.
Sorry, Mark.
Yeah. So after that play, it was it was pretty much over for them. But Kyler Murray has taken the next step in becoming a better quarterback. I'm not a big fan of Kyler Murray,
Right.
and I have to give him his props this year so far. He's played very well, but let's just be honest, they have done a very, very good job of putting some weapons around him.
Okay. Out of all those 2-0 teams, which one is most likely to miss the playoffs?
Arizona.
I agree.
Only because, like we said, end of the year, no matter how good Arizona may be, they still might be the fourth best team in their division.
I don't think they're the fourth best team. I think they're the third best team. I think they're better than Seattle.
That's crazy.
You sound like Stephen A. Smith.
All right. So we got 7 0-2 teams.
Yeah.
Now check this. 11.6 of the teams who start the season 0-2 have made the playoffs since 1990. So about 12% of the teams who started 0-2 made the playoffs. So it's meaning 88% of the time, if you start 0-2, you're not making the playoffs.
Oh yeah, that ain't gonna work.
So obviously we got the Jets,
Trash.
the Colts.
They can if they get healthy, they can be okay.
I think they can turn it around.
If Carson Wentz stays healthy, they'll be. The Jags don't stand a chance.
Trash.
The Giants,
Trash.
They're trash.
Vikings,
Trash.
They're trash, but they'll end up probably having an all right record.
They're not the fifth best. They are the fifth best team in their division.
there's only 4 teams.
I know. And the Lions are seventh.
Yeah, and there was the next team I was going to name.
Trash.
And then the Falcons.
Trash.
Yeah, they're all trash. The Falcons are most definitely regretting trading away Julio Jones.
So we can all agree that out of all these teams, only one team that we think that make the playoffs on this list is the Colts.
I say has the best chance of making the playoffs.
I don't think they're gonna make it, but yeah, like you said, the best chance.
Best chance. I don't think they're gonna make it, but it's the best chance.
All right. So so that's that. Let's get into these picks, gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get ahead to week 3. See if I can have a bounce back week.
The champ is here.
All right. So let's start with Thursday night. The Texans host the Panthers. The Panthers are -8. No Tyrod Taylor. He's on IR with the hamstring injury. They're going Davis Mills, the quarterback, the rookie from Stanford, third-round pick.
I'm trying to think. Didn't I have somebody drafting him?
Panthers and the Texans.
I could have sworn. I think I had the.
I don't need y'all to finish talking.
I think I had the Bucks drafting him, if I remember right.
Yeah. Well, I got the Panthers. I think McCaffrey's going to have a night in H-Town. Shout out to you, Uncle Kevin.
Their defense actually is playing pretty well this year.
The Texans?
Yeah. I think he's good enough to have a great game, but I don't know if it's going to be like him just going to be
going crazy.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go crazy, but he can still put up very solid numbers. With that being said, I'm still picking him.
Panthers?
Yes.
I already picked the Panthers while y'all was talking.
All right. Okay. So next we got
how many games did the Jets win last year?
1 or 2.
I think 2. I think they were 2-14.
Yeah, one of them was against the Rams because it was here.
After this week, Sam Darnold is officially going to have more wins than the Jets did last year.
Yeah, pretty much. Speaking of the Jets,
remember I told you last year I like Sam Darnold.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look, everybody knows how good Sam Darnold is. He's just
Broncos could have drafted Broncos. He was on the Broncos' radar in 2018.
Who you got?
Then I go with my Broncos over the Jets. I mean, come on.
Oh, y'all picking? I'm not ever in life picking the Jets.
I'm not picking the Jets either.
Yeah.
Never in life am I picking the Jets.
Zach Wilson, meet Von Miller. Von Miller.
Zach Wilson, meet Patrick Surtain.
And Justin Simmons. And Kyle Fuller.
And
Bryce.
And the loss.
And Bryce Callahan. Oh, yeah.
Y'all better not lose this game.
We're not.
I'm for sure laughing.
That ruined my birthday if we did that. That happened.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to your birthday.
Shout out to your birthday, John.
All right, this is the game of the week. Thank y'all, gentlemen.
Most definitely.
SoFi, the possible NFC Championship preview, Buccaneers Rams. Tampa Bay is favored by a point. So this is basically a pick 'em.
On the road, they favored by a point. It's not a pick 'em. On the road, you favored by a point, you favored.
But remember, you always spot the home team 3 points.
That's
So
what I'm
technically,
saying.
they're saying the Rams are a 2-point favorite, but they're giving the points to Tampa Bay.
I mean, they got Tom Brady.
Who you got?
Picking the Rams.
You got Rams.
I am too. This is a game I want to see Matthew Stafford. I want to see Matt Stafford. So I don't know. I'm gonna kick myself for picking Brady in his first game ever in LA. Ever.
Listen. I was gonna pick the Rams, but since both of y'all picked them, I'm going with the champions here.
So we'll see, man. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a shootout. All right. Washington, Buffalo.
Let me pick mine already.
Mark Yar minus 8.5 at the house
Against who?
against the football team.
And who's their quarterback?
Taylor Heineke.
I'm picking the Bills.
Yeah, I'm picking the Bills too.
I don't think we go cover that 8.5 though.
All right. So I need to win by 9. That means they got to win by 9.
I don't think we go do that. You seen?
They got to win by 3 field goals, Nick.
Do you see
That defense?
You see that defensive line? You see our offensive line? Okay.
All right. Bears, Browns.
Point proving. I'm picking the Browns.
Browns minus a touchdown.
I'm picking the Browns.
So the Browns are favorite.
Browns favored by a touchdown.
I'm picking the Browns.
Hey y'all,
Browns.
hey y'all, if everybody keep picking the same team, ain't nobody gonna win. Ain't nobody gonna lose.
Pretty much. We'll see. But we got to see. Eventually we'll have some disagreements.
I got the Browns.
Ravens, Lions.
That's what I'm saying. There's too many easy picks this week. That's what I'm saying. This is a
Where
dull week.
they playing at? Detroit?
They're in Detroit.
Yeah, I don't care.
And
I'm
Baltimore's minus 8.5.
Man, I'm picking the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they're gonna cover that spread. I think it'll be a letdown game.
Okay, here's the first.
I'm not picking Detroit.
This could be the first
I'm
disagreement.
not picking Detroit either.
Colts, Titans. We don't know what's going to happen with Carson Wentz
I don't
right
care.
now.
I'm picking the Titans.
Wow. Titans minus 5, by the way.
They can have Carson Wentz, and I'm still picking the Titans.
Titans at the house.
Don't matter. Derrick Henry.
I'm picking the Titans because
Here we go again.
I don't know if Carson Wentz is going to play, and they probably have to go to your boy Jacob Eason. He's probably going to be the starter if Carson is not going.
Here we go again. Everybody got the Titans. Okay.
Oh boy. Chargers, Chiefs at KC.
Chiefs.
Yeah.
Sorry, B.
Yeah, B. I'm sorry, man.
My bad, B.
Yeah, my bad, B. Chiefs minus 6.5, by the way.
You going Chargers?
Are you?
I think Nick just hates the Chiefs.
You really do. He hates Patrick Mahomes.
I'm picking the Chargers.
You got the chefs, John.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Saints, Patriots.
Patriots. Give me the Patriots immediately.
Minus 3, though.
Where at?
It don't
Foxborough.
matter. They can play on the moon. Give me the Patriots.
Yeah, give me the Patriots.
I don't
too.
trust.
I don't trust.
Jameis
versus
against
Belichick? Nah, man.
I'm trusting James against Belichick.
Okay.
All right.
You trusted him last week against
This house, Bill don't probably have this house bugged. He heard that probably. Giants, Falcons.
Nobody.
Oh my God!
Can we say tie, please?
Can I put NA by mine?
Giants minus 3. Give me the Falcons.
The Giants are favored.
Yeah, they're at the house. They're at MetLife.
I'm picking the Giants too. You got the Falcons?
Yeah. Just look, Saquon and Kenny Galladay. Just give me some numbers, man.
Who you got, Nick?
Bro, I don't know.
I'm picking IDK.
Hey, I'm about to go back to that one. Yeah, I'm about to think that one over. I'm about to go back to that one. That one's kind of wild.
All right.
Wow.
Bengals, Steelers. Wow, they playing early this year.
I'm picking the Bengals.
Boy, Nick Foster says Giants, and he got the curse, got the bleeped out emojis. Yeah. Ah, man.
Bengals.
Steelers. I'm sorry.
You know
Bengals,
something?
Steelers.
I got you, Nick. I'm picking the Giants.
I got the Giants too.
All right, Bengals, Steelers, and Pittsburgh.
I got the Bengals.
God, I want to pick the Steelers so bad, but man, they looked bad against y'all on Sunday. I gotta go with the Bengals too.
This is a division game too.
You going to Bengals?
I'm going Bengals. I think Joe Burrow has a bounce back.
I think so too, but I'm picking the Steelers. I think Big Ben will have a bounce back too.
Nigel Harris said, "Line, can y'all block?" He said, "Line, can y'all block?"
That's against the Raiders defense.
Yeah.
Shout out to our defensive line.
Cardinals, Jaguars.
Are you serious?
Yeah, at Jacksonville.
Cards.
You about to just put cards.
Yeah.
Just right.
Cards.
Yeah, cards. Yeah, that's on that line.
Yeah, battle of 2 of the last 3
Please.
number 1 picks.
I don't care.
Yeah, Kyler Murray's finna.
He's about to get ugly. Good thing I got DeAndre Hopkins.
All right, Dolphins versus Knicks Raiders at Vegas.
Come on, man. You know, and it's in Vegas.
Yeah,
The way the crowd was turned up the first game, man. Come on, man.
Miami fans ain't there. They thought Miami was a distraction. Wait till y'all get to Vegas. Go straight to your hotel room and do not leave.
Raiders. You got Raiders too?
Yeah,
That hurt John Hart.
it really,
really
did. But I'm not finna trust Jacoby Brissett versus a Gus Bradley defense.
What's the
Seahawks.
spread on that?
Raiders -3.5.
I might take the Raiders in that 4.
I might have to also. By the way, we also had to look up the over and unders as well. I can look those up too. Seahawks Vikings in Minnesota.
Seahawks.
Yeah, in Minnesota.
Don't care.
Yeah, give me Russell Wilson. He's not gonna have.
But you know something though? I think Dalvin go crazy in this game.
He went crazy last year when they played at Seattle.
Yeah, that's what I'm
obviously
saying.
no fans, but his home turf down.
Never mind. I can't say that joke right now about his boy.
Who?
I thought about the joke of the Bills fan that said,
Oh wow! Come on, man.
Damn.
All right, Sunday nighter. Packers 49ers at Levi Stadium.
I have the 49ers because for some apparent reason, the Green Bay Packers and throughout their entire history have the worst problems against the 49ers.
Yeah.
Dating all the way back to Brett Favre.
I'm going to pick the 49ers because my most recent memory, even though they won, I think, last year there, is seeing them in the NFC Championship.
Look, that doesn't count.
Exactly, because there were no fans there. So
they weren't healthy.
Exactly. So I'm going to 49ers.
There was no Nick Bosa there. He is there this year. It is over.
I got the Niners.
And then Monday night, Eagles, Cowboys.
I'm going to do this.
I know, me too. Dang it, man.
You got Cowboys too?
Yeah. Damn fans are annoying, dude.
They fans and Raider fans.
Man, Cowboy fans are worse than the Raider fans. I admit that. I ain't gonna admit that.
You got to come to work with me.
I got Eagles.
What? Yeah, Cowboy fans are annoying. Trust me.
No, you got to come to my job.
Man, I don't want to see them.
You would hate the Raiders after that.
Shout out to Raider Nation.
All right, so
Only one nation.
So
Nation.
So we go pick and get spread. Y'all want to give me the point spread? Or y'all
we can do the point spread.
give me a game.
I got Raiders.
All right, Raiders are -3.5 versus the Dolphins.
I got Raiders to cover that 4.
Okay. Nick, who you got?
Y'all better not come out and lose.
Bro. I'm about to pick that same number, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Carr. Go keep on leading the league in passing yards.
Boy, I so want to pick that Broncos just because it's my man. Fam, I know I'm probably gonna regret this, but
Who y'all playing against again?
we got the Jets.
What's the spread?
-10.5.
I'll take that back. The Broncos are going to cover that.
Yeah, give me that.
Broncos win by 11?
Yes,
I think they win by
because they know it's my birthday, and Demaryius Thomas is going in the Ring of Honor Sunday. Shout out to the 88 Club. So yeah, we're gonna win that.
Broncos win by 11. Y'all better win.
We're going to.
No, not y'all.
I mean, all right. So yeah, so that's the picks for this week. So hopefully Mark doesn't win 2 straight weeks.
The champ is here. Hey, next week we gotta play the champ is here because I'm gonna win.
Oh wow.
Well, it don't really matter. We all got the same teams. Mm-hmm. Except for like 3 games.
So gentlemen,
Those 3 games be deal breakers.
I pretty much think the person we got calling out. So it's time for calling out names. So I do. Gang, I ain't had no one to call my team out because all my teams won. I'm assuming do we got anybody? Do y'all got anybody on your fantasy teams y'all want to call out?
No.
So if you got anybody on your teams you want to call out fantasy teams, you put them in the comments. We'll read them.
No, I don't. My fantasy team gave me 167 points.
Yeah, my fantasy team gave me a W.
Both of my fantasy teams scored above 140.
Well, both my fantasy teams won this weekend, so I'm good. So I had 137 for my fantasy team. So
Buffalo, our defense is looking really good. So I've read somewhere that they gave Leslie Frazier the coordinator of the week.
That's good.
All that stuff I was talking about him last year.
Well, let's see. Let's keep it going. Mm-hmm. All right, Mom. I do have someone I need to call out. I'm calling out names, man. You probably got the same. It's probably from the same segment. But I gotta call out Keyshawn. I love you, Key. I respect your fandom for Derek Carr and everything.
Oh, no, that was Curtis Conway.
But no way I'm taking Derek Carr over Russell Wilson.
I have to agree with that.
Now, if you want to, look, you said you don't want to take him over Kyler Murray. I'm with you there. You don't want to take Derek Carr over? You want to take Derek Carr over Kyler Murray? I'm with you there. I'll meet you halfway. But I'm not taking Derek Carr over Russell Wilson. I'm sorry. You know what? Who else wouldn't take Derek Carr over Russell Wilson? Pete Carroll. You know who would take Derek Carr over Russell Wilson? Your head coach if he had a chance to make the trade.
There we go.
So I'm just gonna lay that there. But yeah, I'm not taking him over. And by the way, and another thing, Key, I know the fandom on Derek Carr, he's not a top 5 quarterback. Sorry. And I'm not being a hater. I just don't think he's top 5. He's top 10 for sure. Because I can't think of 10 quarterbacks better than Derek Carr right now. But
He might be number 6.
But he's not top 5. I'm not putting him there yet.
I know y'all starting from 2 and going down, right? Or 3 and going down, right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Mark, you got anybody calling no names this week?
No, I'm gonna let y'all do that.
Nick, you got anybody calling no names? Uh-oh.
Stephen A. Smith.
Does the A stand for Alexander?
Anthony.
Alexander sounds better.
Stephen A. Smith. Don't you dare ever say something so crazy.
I know where he's going.
That you will say you will take Kyler Murray over Russell Wilson. What in the world is wrong with you?
This is that prisoner of the moment talk, man. Like, are we really doing this? You really gonna take? Look, Kyler Murray's balling. Man, you're not taking him over Russell Wilson. I'm sorry.
Oh, imagine if Arizona had Russell Wilson.
Ask DeAndre Hopkins if who would he prefer? I know he likes playing with Kyler Murray. I guarantee you, if Russell Wilson was there and Larry Fitzgerald wouldn't be on the couch right now.
So you think Larry Fitzgerald's on the couch because of Kyler Murray?
No, I just think he's on the couch because he don't want to play football. But I
don't think Russell Wilson will be there. I don't think that changed anything.
Right? You think he's just done?
No, I think he will play in the middle. He'll start in the middle of the season.
That's the point. Who signs Larry Fitzgerald? Do you think he goes back to Arizona? Or?
He's not going anywhere besides the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes.
So
you think so let's over under week 6.
I got week 8.
I got about week 8 too.
Week 8. So basically, he comes in for the halfway stretch.
Yeah,
Pause.
pretty much. Pause.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see what he sees as far as. I don't see anything Kyler Murray does that's better than Russell Wilson besides him being faster.
That's all it is.
And we forget how mobile young Russ was as well.
I don't think he's making it a career thing. I think he's talking about right now. And I agree with you. I still think I would take Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
But Stephen A. Smith is probably thinking about going forward.
How much farther down the line? Because if he's talking 3 or 4 years, I'm still taking Russell Wilson.
Well, we know what the cap is with Russell Wilson. We don't know what the cap is with Kyler Murray. I think that's what the difference is.
Mo Kafafi on YouTube is saying that Fitz going to come out of retirement. He's calling AJ Green a bust in Arizona. I thought AJ Green had a good game on Sunday. He caught a touchdown.
It's kind of difficult for him to do anything when you have DeAndre Hopkins on the other side.
And you got Christian Kirk. They just drafted Rondale Moore.
He called him a bust.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 2 games.
Send him right to Buffalo.
Come right to Denver.
I think the Raiders would have minded him up over there.
Hey, he can come fill in for Jerry Jeudy for the next 4 to 6 weeks.
Ooh, Lord.
My gosh, that was about to go wild.
Nah, not that.
Ooh, man.
I don't think he's a bust.
Nah, no, it's definitely. It's too early for you to say anybody who's not being productive on the team to be a bust.
He got a touchdown pass.
He got a touchdown.
I'm saying even that. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't get it.
He can go to Buffalo though.
I mean,
he said over the hill.
Look, he has some injuries, but even at injured, AJ Green, even at his peak, was still a top 5 receiver.
Well, I think he called him a bust in Arizona.
It's only it's only 2 games.
He played 8 quarters.
Pretty much.
Literally.
That's it.
I said he caught a touchdown last game.
Yeah, I can't say that about AJ Green just yet.
Adriel Jeremiah Green is not a bust.
Nah.
Yet. You gotta wait. You gotta wait to see how that plays out.
Yeah, that question doesn't even sound right. Just the whole statement of AJ Green being a bust that doesn't even sound right.
He gave me 13 points.
That's a productive game.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So yeah, like I said, I don't got nobody to call out for calling out names on my fantasy team or the Broncos because we're 2-0. Your team's 2-0. Y'all team is 1-1. We all won in fantasy. Life is good to be a football fan on Sports for You.
Most definitely.
Come join the army.
Wait, hold on.
What's up?
I forgot. I have something else for calling out names.
Who is?
I forgot. Whoever made that list of the top 10 shooters.
Oh, go there.
No,
Go there.
Yeah, go there up on your phone.
Okay.
Yeah, that person, whoever made that list, that was crazy.
Did you see this list?
Oh, you must not have seen it.
I seen it.
Oh yeah, that's
seen it.
crazy.
So Nick pointed out a list that someone, I think I'm finding it at hoops.plug. Oh, it's probably an aggregating site. Let's see who made more fantasy points, Kirk or Green. I haven't looked. I don't have Christian Kirk. We have to see, but
I don't know who got Christian Kirk.
I don't know, but
this-
Cooper Kupp did better than both of them.
But this website has their top 10 NBA shooters. At number 1, Steph Curry. Number 2, Klay Thompson. By the way, he's trending towards being ready for the season, the start of the season. So is James Wiseman. Number 3, Walter Ray Allen, aka Jesus Shuttlesworth. Number 4, Reginald Miller. Number 5, Kyle Korver. Look, Kyle Korver can shoot, but I don't know if he's top 5. Especially now for this person, Larry Joseph Bird.
At what number?
6.
Christian Kirk had 9 points in fantasy.
So he had less than AJ Green.
AJ Green, yeah.
Number 7, Dirk Nowitzki. Number 8, JJ Redick. Number 9, Steve Nash. And this is the part where Nick had an issue with. Sergeant Vincent Lamar Carter. Before you start, as a Tar Heel, me and Mark are resident Tar Heels. Love Vince Carter.
Right.
Half man, half amazing. Greatest dunker ever. Greatest dunk contest winner ever. Vince Carter is not a top 10 shooter of all time. And I'll just leave it at that. Whoever made this list, go do your homework because you're just trying to get clicks. Don't ever put no BS like that out there again, please. You're
Vince Carter, number 10 shooters.
I mean Steve Kerr.
I could probably name 10 shooters in the league right now that shoot better than him.
Craig Hodges. I think Kenny Smith was a better shooter. Well, I know Kenny Smith was a better shooter.
Jeff Hornacek.
Della Trent.
Percy Hawkins.
Ben Simmons.
Not even. Wow, Nick.
Man, I was show I was on. Bruh, man. Hey.
Sorry, guys. It was
Man,
It's the end of the show, man. So it's the end of the show, folks.
Nah, it was there. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But no, there's a ton of shooters that's better than
A whole lot of shooters.
y'all
better.
have a problem with Klay Thompson being 2?
I don't. I know.
I know Nick. I know Nick.
I know you prefer. Look, and that's not saying a slight on Ray Allen. You can make the case that Ray Allen's still number 2, the second greatest shooter of all time. But I don't have a problem with Klay being 2 because obviously, I think we just forget how great of a shooter Ray Allen was. And remember, a lot of his shooting, JJ Redick was on the list. He was number 8. I think we all see Boston, the end of his career in Miami and all that. But go look at Ray Allen in Seattle. Go look at Ray Allen in Milwaukee.
No, you can look at Ray Allen in Boston and Miami too.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just wondering if y'all want to see pure Ray Allen at his best when it comes to shooting and the shooting.
How about so you'll see athletic Ray Allen if you look over there.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Dunking and everything. He was dunking during a lot of people don't even realize that he's the dunk.
He did. But to me, Ray Allen really became that great shooter mid 2000s when they went to Team USA. That's when I saw it.
he became that great shooter when he was at Connecticut.
Facts. He was always a great shooter.
Yeah,
By the way,
but we not gonna sleep on Klay.
I'm not sleeping with Clay, but Jesus,
Where's Kevin Durant on that list?
he wasn't on the list. Yikes.
Yeah, we're not gonna forget. We can't do that to Clay. We got to keep that respect on Clay name because he was a knockdown shooter at Washington State, and a lot of people don't know about that.
Yeah, Ray Allen is a first ballot Hall of Famer, and that's not. Look, Vince Carter, I like you, man, but it's
Everybody in the NBA is a first ballot.
Well, I mean, Chris Webber wasn't.
Larry Bird, number 6, huh? Huh. Okay.
Larry Bird said, "Yeah,
Vince Carter was a better shooter than Tracy.
And Tracy McGrady?
Reggie Miller was a better shooter than Larry Bird.
Reggie would tell you he wasn't a better shooter than Larry Bird. I'd be wondering if they ever had shootouts when he was coaching the Pacers.
I think people really don't give him the appreciation of his 3-point shooting or his shooting in general the way he should because they didn't take as many 3-point shots back then. But it seemed like every time Larry Bird would shoot a 3-pointer, he would make it.
I know this. Larry Bird said, "I play a whole game left-handed. I shoot a whole game left-handed."
The whole story behind that is because the very next game they played the Lakers. He said, "I'm saving my right hand for the Lakers." So I'm about to give Portland with my left hand. Here go 47, 13 to 10. We're not gonna disrespect Larry Bird name.
You ain't gonna disrespect Larry Jones like that, man.
Man, look, people trying to play Larry Bird. I'm like, look, check this out.
Larry Bird was a spot-up shooter on the Dream Team.
That's because his back was hurting.
Exactly.
I'm about to say, imagine if he never got back injury.
Listen, if that was prime Larry Bird,
That would have been crazy. That thing would have been crazier.
And when he was in there, that first exhibition game they had, oh my God, dude!
I know that was prime. I know his back was hurting, but if that was prime Larry Bird, Charles Barkley wouldn't have let that team scoring.
Larry Bird probably put up a dub easily if he was doing what he was normally. If he was,
I think him and Jordan would have been going crazy.
can you imagine what the practices would have been like if Larry Bird was healthy?
Well, you can see what their practice was like now.
Yeah. By the way, they got a new Dream Team documentary on Paramount Plus. I got to check it out.
Oh, what?
Paramount Plus.
I didn't even know that was a streaming site.
Yeah, now it is.
Oh, okay.
Because they had that Paw Patrol movie on there.
Shout out to Paw Patrol.
I'm about to go. I got to take the little ones to go see it Friday.
Yeah, it was good. Took Sophie to go see it. It was good. But yeah, and that's where Inside the NFL is now. And on Showtime. So, gentlemen, that was calling out names. All right, so final words before we head on out. What final words you want to give your squads? Let's start on the college side. I'm going to start first. Tennessee, we haven't beat Florida in a while. We beat them once in the last 5 years. Let's go to Gainesville, or as Tebow calls it, G Vegas. I don't care, Gainesville.
Whoa. He calls it what?
G Vegas. Because everyone wants to compare their city to Vegas.
I'm gonna say that for after the show. Go ahead.
Win the game. I don't know who our quarterback's going to be, but there's going to be 2 black quarterbacks out there. Ours and Florida's. I want ours to be the better black quarterback. Period. Mark, what do you say about Georgia? Yeah, I seen that.
Just don't play down to the level of competition.
Yeah. By the way, breaking news: LeBron's getting the troops back together in Vegas before training camp. Y'all know what it's go time.
Don't play down to the competition. Let's get in there, blow them out early, and then get off the field.
Mo, I see the question. Please tell me that's rhetorical.
What? He said who wins in a one-on-one between Reggie Miller and Larry Bird. I ain't about to even. Let's not go there.
Just put it like this: the latter one.
Because I don't want to turn this into a race thing.
The latter one. The latter on that question one. Just put it like that.
Yeah, the lighter one wins.
Yeah. The guy from French Lick.
Bill Murray called him clear.
The guy that could have been a Hoosier, but he went to Indiana State. Well, he was a Hoosier. But he didn't get along with Bob Knight, so he went back. So he went to the other school in Indiana
and put them on the map.
And went and played Magic Johnson in the national championship game.
Who you got? What you got for USC? Well, you got Reggie Miller beating Larry Bird?
Oh, me? No way.
No, he said he wasn't even going to answer the question because that's rhetorical for him.
What?
Oh,
what you got? For SC?
No way.
SC versus Oregon State, Nick.
SC. Man, I swear to
you
you.
got to see Nick's face.
USC is like the most frustrating. Hey, look, I root for some frustrating teams, man. I don't know how my blood pressure ain't sky high, but USC, do not play down the competition. Do not start this game the way y'all started the last game.
By the way, 7:30 kickoff.
In the morning?
At night. It's Pac-12 after dark game.
I don't know what these college schedules no more.
I mean, we did see a USC game started Like what?
9 o'clock in the morning.
9 o'clock in the morning last year.
I mean, heck, UCLA
hell was that?
played till 11 o'clock last Saturday.
Who cares about that?
The quarterback at Fresno State probably was the.
Relax.
Say that out there.
They lost to Fresno State, huh?
Yeah,
We'll keep that in a group chat.
Shout out to Fresno State.
yeah. But what you got? Final word for SC.
Do not lose this game. Just that simple. Do not lose this game because if you want to, at the very least, get back in rankings, you're going to have to start winning some of these games. And these teams that you should blow out, you should. Mm-hmm. There should be a repeat of what just happened this past week, but the game should be over from the very beginning. Not, we go down 14-0 all of a sudden. We're USC again. No. You go down 14-0 against this team, you may lose. Just like that. It doesn't, lightning don't strike twice. So let's get this together. Let's finish the season well. Let's at least get us a good bowl game because at this point, going to the playoffs is out of the question. So let's go ahead and be spoilers for somebody else, Oregon. Let's get this going.
All right, so NFL-wise, Broncos. It's my birthday. Sunday. Demaryius Thomas is going in the Ring of Honor. We're playing the Jets. I repeat, we're playing the Jets.
Y'all playing who?
We're playing the Jets.
Oh.
We're playing the Jets. Teddy Bridgewater, remember them guys? They signed you, then they traded you because New Orleans needed a backup quarterback at the time. We're playing the Jets. That's all I got to say. We're playing the Jets. Don't ruin my birthday, please.
Buffalo. We're playing against Washington. Get your offensive line together this week, please.
Young,
that's
Sweat,
all.
Allen,
That's
Payne. All. That's their offensive line. That's their defensive line. Pause.
Though.
That's why. That's why you see the names. You never really noticed those last names, huh?
If you did, you don't have to say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not together.
Yeah. You should have said their first names.
Yeah.
Chase, Montez, Jonathan. Shout out, Jonathan Allen, by the way. De'Aaron. That's the guys that this guy has to deal with on Sunday.
Yeah. Good luck. I think we got to play them this year too.
Whoa. Hey, ain't no slander, Mo. Teddy
Tapwater for the W.
Hey, man, it's Teddy Coolwater, right? That's Teddy
Tapwater.
It's Teddy Coolwater right now, man. It's Teddy Coolwater right now. We 2-0. Nick, what you got for the Raiders against some Dolphins?
Don't let it be one of these. Don't have a Raider moment at home. Please don't have a Raider moment at home.
And just win by 5. Win by 4.
I think we should win by more than that.
Cover that 11-point spread, Broncos.
I agree. Cause I'm be pissed off if y'all don't.
Should win by 20, but I digress. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for another edition of Sports for You. We're going to recap Week 3 next week. We'll recap Week 4 in college football. Obviously, it'll be the opening media day, so hopefully we have some interesting quotes from all these notable teams who will be competing for the championship. My Lakers, Knicks, Clippers, the reigning NBA champion Milwaukee Bucks, the Brooklyn Nets. What's going to happen in Philly with Ben Simmons? He said he picked him in his suicide pool. Oh yeah, you made the right pick. I picked him in a survivor pool too. Only so you made the right pick. But yeah, we'll definitely recap that and look at the Week 4 in the NFL and Week 5 in college football. Come on, let's have another good week. Let's have another good week in football. Enjoy the football. Enjoy baseball. Get ready for basketball. Enjoy life. Again, if you're watching on Facebook, hit that like button on the Sports For You Facebook page, on the Townhouse Media Facebook page. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe on the Townhouse Media page. Hit that share button on all 3. Tell everybody about the best podcast in the world. That's Sports For You. If you listen digitally, Spotify, Spreaker, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Stitcher, and Verbal. We'll be back next week. This has been episode 67. I'm John. That's Mark. That's Nick Freeze.
What it do?
Our Podfather Ben Ready. Shout out. And we going to see y'all next week. Peace.